Hi, and welcome back again to Three and Out with Chris Spielman. I'm Mike O'Hara, and once again, we're brought to you by Comerica. And Chris Spielman, it's Thanksgiving, and on Thanksgiving Day, we talk about America, and America watching pro football, a tradition started by the Detroit Lions in 1934. And here we are again, even though the team doesn't have the record, they're 3-7-1, and just lost another tough one to the Washington Redskins, 19-16. Chris, you played in those Thanksgiving Day games. How cool is it as a player to walk out there on Thanksgiving Day in front of a large crowd and the whole national television?
Well, no matter the record, Mike, we always felt we could win. And just because it's part of Lions history, the fans were always into the game. It defines Detroit fans, it defines the team, it defines the players, and we took a lot of pride in playing that game. And we were always competitive, whether we were a good team or not a good team that particular year. We were always competitive on that particular day.
We're going to start here with a big run by Bo Scarborough, the running back from Alabama, seventh-round draft pick, but never played in a pro game until a week ago with the Detroit Lions. 98 yards for the game, but a 30-yard run here in the third quarter. Break it down, go 3 and out. Tell us what you see on this run by Bo Scarborough.
Well, it's good to see a guy that's off the street and giving some production to this Lions offense with all the injuries that they've had at running back. Two guys to keep an eye on. Joe Dahl, number 66, is going to pull around. Now watch him swing his hips into the hole and just seal off 53. That's just a great job of not holding and grabbing, but position his body much like a basketball player with a pick. Now, the other thing to look at is Marvin Jones. Marvin Jones gets 2 blocks here without anything devastating. First of all, he's going to block a guy because he knows 31 is playing a man-to-man. Then he's going to get up to the second level and just get enough of number 20, Landon Collins, there, where Collins has to jump inside. Scarborough makes a great read with his eyes and jumps outside and is down the sidelines. Well-executed play by Bo. Good job by Joe Dahl. And Marvin Jones doing it just enough to get a devastating block. And remember, Mike, you don't have to kill a guy to have a devastating block. Just by taking his man inside and enough to chip Landon Collins, was able to springboard Bo Scarborough down the sidelines for a good gain.
Okay, Chris Spielman, we're going to move along further into the third quarter here. The Detroit Lions have been piling up yards but can't reach the end zone, but they finally do on this 12-yard touchdown pass from Jeff Driscoll to Logan Thomas, the backup tight end, ties it at 13-13. Break it down. Tell us what you see. Go 3 and out.
All right, here we go. So, first of all, it's good recognition and a good play call. And the Lions are going with like heavy personnel. So the Redskins might be thinking that it's going to be a run, but the release outside of the tight end, number 89, wide, takes Ryan Kerrigan out. So Ryan Kerrigan was a little bit confused, and you see 53. He's confused because he's starting to point to who's got this guy? Do I got this guy? And actually, it's 53's job to get him. And Logan Thomas, I think, adjusted his route, Mike. He saw open space. Jeff Driscoll does a good job after the play fake of getting his eyes downfield, and the Lions take advantage of a miscommunication on man coverage by the Washington Redskins.
Well, that ties it at 13-all. Then the Lions get the lead in the fourth quarter, make it 16-13, and they've really bottled up the Redskins the entire game, gave them 111 yards in the first 3 quarters, but Washington starts to break out in the fourth quarter, and this is one of those plays. 1st and 10 at their 22, 5:31 left, down 16-13, 22-yard pass to Adrian Peterson. Break it down, go 3 and out. Tell us what you see on this play.
Well, now, what the Lions are going to end up playing a little bit of a zone defense here, especially on that backside. You see those safeties backing off and Jared Davis dropping into a zone. The Redskins do a good job of running defenders off. Slay's being run off. I think that's Coleman being run off. And Jared Davis is trying to get his depth. And there's nobody there to take Adrian Peterson. By the fact that the wide receivers ran deep for the Redskins, ran 2 defenders off, Jared loses a little bit of sight of the quarterback here because he's trying to figure out who's coming in from behind him. And Adrian Peterson just sneaks out to the flat, and there's nobody there. And that's just an easy pitch and catch for Adrian Peterson. And Adrian makes people miss right here and gets an extra 5 or 6, 7 yards. And that pushed the Redskins into field goal territory, and it works for them. It's just it's one of those things where they had the right play called for that particular defense.
All right, going to move along here. They tie the game they drive to the tying field goal 16-16, but the Detroit Lions still have a chance. Get the ball back with 1:49 left, and they're on the move a little bit. Now facing a 3rd and 9 at their own 37-yard line, and it's disaster. Interception by Quinton Dunbar of the Redskins. Break it down, go 3 and out. Tell us what you see on this turning point play in the game.
Well, this tells me that Quinton Dunbar has done a little bit of a scouting report, because it almost seems to me like he's going to run the route for Marvin Jones. Marvin Jones settles down, and he looks like he was trying to adjust the route where Dunbar undercuts him. And Jeff Driscoll thinks that Marvin Jones is going to be in front of Quinton Dunbar. Quinton Dunbar had a great break. And this might be the thing where, I hate to say this, but if Stafford was in there, he probably has a little bit better communication and timing and feeling with Marvin Jones. But I think both guys are at fault here. I think Jeff and Marvin aren't on the same page. And when your receivers and quarterback are not on the same page, bad things happen, just like that play right there. You can see Marvin Jones kind of looking back at Jeff. Did you see what I saw? Because to me, Marvin looked like he cut that route off a little bit and went behind Quinton Dunbar. And Driscoll thought he was going to run in front of Quinton Dunbar. Well,
they take it down to the last 16 seconds, kick the field goal, and that's all of it. 19-16, Redskins win, Lions lose, 4th straight loss. Going into Thanksgiving Day, I know you get a lift from that game, but if you're a player, Chris, before we wrap it up for this week, what do you take into that game? What are you trying to accomplish?
Well, I think anybody within that building that's associated directly with the football program is that we're professionals, and we got to keep fighting, and we keep playing hard. I mean, not many guys have a chance to be an NFL player or coach. We do. So our preparation, our work ethic, nothing changes. We start getting ready for the game, and hopefully we'll put a good performance. And I know it's frustrating. Everybody's frustrated. And I can say this, nobody's more frustrated than the players and coaches. There were high expectations for this team, and they've had some serious injuries. I get that. Injuries are part of the game. But hopefully they'll come out and put on a good show and be competitive and have a chance to knock off the Chicago Bears.
All right, Chris Spielman, that's a wrap for this week. We wish everybody out there a happy Thanksgiving. And Thursday at Ford Field, Lions versus Bears, kickoff 12:30.
Thank you.